Okay, g'day everyone, Matt from Panda Garage here. Today we are getting a bit of work done on the cruise. We've had a sudden thing happen with it lately. It's actually started playing up real bad and sort of has like a spluttering. It's like it's losing a vacuum sort of pressure. It was something I thought maybe was coming from like coolant, like we've had coolant issues and we've also had this spluttering. So not sure what it was doing, but we've suddenly started having like a water leak on the other side of the motor. Now I thought it might have been the water pump, and I was looking online. A lot of people have these water pump failures, but I was speaking to someone else, and like a good friend of mine was saying maybe it might have been like, have you checked the oil lately? Is there any water in it? Like it could be a head gasket. And I was like, well, no, we've checked the oil and the oil seems to be fine. Now I actually looked at the oil recently, and there was a little bit of milky on top, which isn't a good sign. So today I'm actually going to try out a product that goes in your cooler system. It's called K-Seal. You might have seen it online. You might have seen it on YouTube. There's plenty of videos about it. Sorry for all the Burke Street traffic around my street at the moment. But so I'm going to try this out today. Not sure how it's going to work and if it will work. From what I've seen online, that it seems to work pretty well. If it doesn't work in the end, we can always drain the coolant when we can start again. It's just like in Australia. In Australia, it costs about like 25 bucks. So going to try it and see if it actually works for me. Hopefully it fixes this problem in the car, because it's only just popped up within only a couple of days. Like we had a bit of milky residue on top of the actual oil cap, and also it felt like a little bit on the actual dipstick itself. So the oil's not milky itself, but there is like that residue forming on top. So it's a good thing we've caught this early. Going to try this out, and if it does seal up this head gasket, if this is the actual issue, will save us so much time and so much money. So join me today, Panda Garage. Let's hope this stuff works, because we've had a bad run with cars at the moment, as you would have seen in the last video with Vectra. So let's get cracking. What we're going to do is that we open up our coolant tank here. This car has an overflow tank, and the car is dead cold, so you've got to shake this up for 30 seconds, and then we pour the contents in here, and then we start the car, let it idle until it gets to operating temperature. That's when the thermostat will open up. This will flow around and start working apparently in 1 to 3 minutes. So hopefully it does find where our leak is happening, and yeah, hopefully this sorts out our problem. So I think in the next few days we're going to see how well this works, and if that's the case and the oil has got a bit of water in it, I'm going to dump all the oil, I'm going to put in fresh oil, fresh filter, and hopefully that sorts out our problem. So get this poured in right now. Of course, it's got a protection seal in it, so get that out of the way and put the mucky muck in. Oh, this stuff looks like something you get from a juice bar. Also, our liquid level is below the recommended level at the moment, so it's a good thing. So adding this in won't over pressurize the system. Okay, I'm going to get the car started, and we're going to let that flow through and work its way around. I'm going to leave the cap off originally, just so I can see it moving, and then we get the cap on and fully pressurize the system. Up to cooling temperature right. So we're up to cooling temperature right now. It seems to be flowing pretty well. Level's good. There's a squeaking noise. I have no idea where that's coming from. Oh god. Nearly lost that down there. Don't know if you guys are hearing that as I hold this lid down, seeing that good old GM plastic quality is so good. There's actually like a squeaking noise. I don't know if it's coming from a fan. Yeah, it's really weird. Anyway, that's something for another day. I'm going to let this continue on, and
hopefully I'll have a bit of a response to let you guys know how it's gone.
Okay, so what I think I'm going to do now is that we've let it run for a while, idling, for like, I let it idle way longer than they said you needed to, but I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to check some other things as well on the motor. So what I'm going to do now is we're actually going to go for a bit of a drive, see how the car's feeling, and bring it back. And then I think what's going to happen is if there is residue in the oil cap again after our drive, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the car cool down and say tomorrow we'll go get some oil and a new filter, dump all the oil out and replenish it, and then hopefully this fixes the problem completely. And it also will give us signs if this hasn't worked and if there's more water still in the system. So go for a little test drive, see how it goes, and then I think we might wrap up for today. So yeah, we'll go for that drive right now. So what we're looking for here, I'm just checking the temperature levels at the moment. We're not going to really see a performance sort of any signs of it at this point. I just want to make sure that that really has flowed around, the K-seal has really flowed around the coolant system, and to make sure that, yeah, we're getting a good flow, and as we're driving along, should speed it up a little bit. Now that we've let it idle for about 10-15 minutes, it's heated right up. The coolant, like the K-seal, has gone right through the whole system, and I'm just guaranteeing to myself that it has gone completely through. So I'm just sort of looking for a general driving temperature as you guys go flying. I haven't got my normal setup with me, so I'm going to continue driving, and then I'll report back to you guys in a little bit.
So as you can see, hopefully you guys can actually see down there, but there is signs that water has leaked out of the motor somewhere. It does look like maybe something's come out of the water pump. Maybe there are signs of it. Sorry guys, it's a real tough angle to get, but there's definitely signs underneath the actual water pump that something's been leaking, and it looks like it might have been sealed up by this. The other thing as well is that you can see these are camshaft solenoids at the end. They are leaking oil. It's been something I noticed a couple of weeks ago. So I've got to order those as well from Holden. They're $37 each for an O-ring, so it's a bit ridiculous, but anyway. So you can see, like, there's definitely like new residue down the bottom there on top of that oil. What we're going to do is, once this has actually sealed the system, I'm going to actually get all degrees. I'm going to clean up everything under here as best I can. So then if there are any signs in the future, we'll actually be able to sort them out faster. Right guys, so that's it for today. I'll keep you guys updated on the next video. We'll check this out again, let the car cool right down, and then check out what's going on, if there's any moisture or any water in the oil system as well. We only took it just for a tiny little drive just to sort of get that flowing, and I did see the temperature go up and then down again, so it sort of started getting to its normal sort of road travelling level. It's sort of sitting around 86 when it's idling, and then it's sort of maxed out about 111 while we're driving along, which is about right. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've got any issues like this with a cruise, welcome to the club. It's not the best club to be in, but we're working on it, and we're trying the best way possible to fix these problems that pop up on these cars. So thank you all for watching. Any questions at all, leave them down below. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook, the Panda Garage, for all your little updates in between. You can also ask questions on there too. So till next time guys, my name's Matt. This cruise keeps driving me nuts. This has been Panda Garage. I'll see you all next time.